What's going on, Quisha? How you doing? Uh, Trying to practice going live on this platform on IG on my personal page so I can figure out how to. I ain't talking about nothing, Quisha. I literally just got on here. I was trying to figure out how to go live on here so I can be better at going live on IG for Black with No Chaser. So I'm practicing. Hey, Dora. I was gonna make it. I was gonna do the Q&A thing on here and let people ask me questions. So I have no idea how to do that though. I was like practicing on the question and answer thing. Black with No Chaser is our media company. It's my media company. It's been open for about 2 years now. We got about 400,000 people following it. It's an unapologetically black platform. We have an Instagram page, a Facebook page. We do TV shows. We do lots of things. Yesterday, we had Angela Means Kaya on the show, who a lot of people know as Felicia from Friday. Tomorrow, we have Anjanou Ellis on the show, who played the mother in the Clark sisters film. But we talk to influencers. We talk to people in media. We talk to activists. We speak about a whole bunch of issues on the platform. So Black with No Chaser is my platform. It's been in place for about 2 years, and within that 2 years time, yeah, we've grown to about 500,000, between 400 and 500,000 followers, and we reach about 15 million people a month on Black with No Chaser. And so that's what Black with No Chaser is. I'm glad you asked. Hold on, I think I got a question from somebody. Who is your motivation? That's a good question. So, to be quite honest with you, my parents are entrepreneurs. They've been entrepreneurs really the majority of my life. My father is an attorney as well, and I've seen him. This is a question from Quisha. So, who's your motivation? My father has been an attorney for well over 30 years, for the majority of my life. And seeing him in his practice and his autonomy and the time that he had to spend with his family, but also to be able to be liberated in the way that he spoke to subjects and spoke on issues has been something that has always driven me. Literally, he's somebody that my first book report in the third grade was on Huey P. Newton, the founder of the Black Panthers. So if that gives you any indication of how my father has raised me, then it'll kind of let you know that why I would create something like a Black with No Chaser, why I would create something that speaks to black issues and wants to be unapologetic in how we highlight and tell black stories and a platform that we created. My mom is also a motivation. My mom is she was an accountant before she left accounting to come work with my father and to help him run the law office. Together, they she took the law practice to another level. He was a good attorney, but she ran the office. Together, they made a dynamic team, and seeing them together, and it's weird because sometimes my mom. Her dream for me was for me to not do the entrepreneurial thing, not realizing that the entire time that I was growing up, that's all I ever witnessed, was them working together hard to provide for us, also to create a space that allowed us to look at and see the world. Like, we went on trips together. We went on family road trips and everything together. And the reason that they were able to give us that type of time a lot of times was because they weren't having to take vacation and, ask anybody for permission to do the things they wanted to do, whether that was in their profession or whether that was shout out to my mama for real, Shirley Lawrence. My mama named Shirley. I got a black ass family, y'all. I'm from the country. My people from the country. And so I try to never lose those values when it comes to what I'm moving forward with, y'all. What's going on, girl? How you doing? I see Natalia up in here. Questions are asked. Um, okay, thank you. Indigo Maja said that this is where you ask the questions. But yeah, man, ask any questions y'all want. If y'all want to ask me questions, feel free. I love to talk. So, your mama named Shirley too? Cultivated Naturally said her mama named Shirley too. Honestly, I think between the 1940s, 50s, 60s, everybody mama named Shirley, Ruth, Carolyn, something like that, and they middle name either Ann or May or Lou. Ann, May, or Lou. It's got to be one of them three. Cause half of my damn aunties either name something Ann or something Lou. But my mama Shirley. Yep. 1960, my mom, I ain't gonna tell my mom age. I don't think she gives a damn at this point, but that's her business, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, those are two of the people that motivate me. That's a good question, Quisha. Let me see who else is on here. What's up? Dora. What's going on? Miss Craft. What's going on, Terry? How you doing? Natalia, how you doing? But yeah, it's, I just wanted to kind of familiarize myself with going live on here and talking to y'all. Like, it's not something that I ever get a chance to do. And it's something that I would like to do. Y'all can ask me questions about law. Y'all can ask me questions about social media, creating a social media company. You can ask me questions about life. I don't know if I know. I can assure you that I do not have all the answers. But I'm more than willing to have a conversation. And it seemed like a pretty interesting way to engage with the folks that follow me. So battery went low just then. Instagram hated on me, but yeah, if y'all want to ask me questions, I might jump back on in a little while. I'm gonna try the same thing. What motivated you to create Black with No Chaser? Well, a multitude of things, Natalia. In 2014, I created a hashtag called If They Gun Me Down. That hashtag went viral and became the #1 trending topic in the entire world. In 2014, it was named the most influential hashtag of 2014 by Time Magazine. I was featured in things like CNN on platforms like CNN, BBC, and a number of other platforms. The reason that I created the If They Gun Me Down hashtag was to speak to social injustices in this country and the way that young Black men and women were portrayed by media after being assassinated in the streets. So it was really a way of controlling our narratives. Creating Black with No Chaser is really an extension of If They Gun Me Down, and really is an extension of being able to be a storyteller in our own right. But it was also about balance. After I created If They Gun Me Down, a lot of people began to see me as a person who was only serious, a person who only cared about serious things, and that only spoke to issues of tragedy. And that's just not who I am. And while If They Gun Me Down is not all about me, it is an extension of me. It's really like in a lot of ways, it's me bearing my soul, but also identifying others with similar spirits that have talents, and creating a stage and a platform for them to highlight their talents to others and engage others and to move others. I practiced law. I graduated from law school in 2007 from Thurgood Marshall School of Law. And I've always been passionate about serving others, fighting for others, fighting for what's right. And I believe that that's what motivates me now. Well, I know that's what motivates me now as far as why I even got into the profession. But with Black with No Chaser, I believe that it created a larger opportunity for me to reach more people and impact more people's lives in a positive way through storytelling and through civic engagement. Uh, if you've seen any of the things that we've done with Black with No Chaser, we were the ones that broke the story on what was happening with the Mississippi Department of Corrections here in Mississippi. The story that went national, that's, now has Jay-Z involved and Rock Nation and so many of those others and things like that. We were the ones that broke that story on a national level. And because we had created a platform that could reach so many so quickly. What's going on, Taliba? Taliba's on the squad in the building. Since we were able to break those stories like that, it helped us to understand the ability that we have to influence media, but also to tell our stories differently than anybody else was telling them. And we want to be extremely Black in how our stories are told. What I mean by that is we're not attempting to define what Blackness is, but we want to give space and opportunity for people to explore that in their own ways and to amplify and highlight themselves. We're not trying to create boxes for other people with Black with No Chaser. We're simply trying to give people the opportunity to have a voice and have a space where they can be safe and where they can speak to issues that matter to them. And that's the main reason that we created it. We created a media outlet. We also consult others about how to amplify their own social media. And so we thank you very much. And I really appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you being in the groups that you're in. And for you being so consistently supportive of what we're attempting to accomplish here. Like, it means a great deal to like grow with people in this space. We want it to be a space that's more accessible than things that already exist. But we wanna compete with the CNNs, but we want to talk to our people like they are people, and that doesn't mean talking down to our people, but it means simply being ourselves with each other and being authentic at all times. We don't want to have to code switch. We don't want to have to do those things. And that's no knock on people that do that, because we understand that's a part of life. But we want people to be able to be comfortable in who they are, right, in the platform. So, hey, Steph, how you doing? Thank you, Natalia. I really appreciate that. It means more than to know that there are people that that can see us growing and see what we're working towards, and that actually do give a damn. Let me see if there's any more questions. Did I miss a question? Yeah, if y'all got questions, man, ask me about anything. I like to talk to people. Communication is the other part of why I created Black with No Chaser, is because we want to engage people. We want to know what's going on with people, and we want to highlight people. Those who may not always be seen. In a lot of ways, Issa Rae was a motivation for me too. A few years back, when she first created either Awkward Black Girl or Insecure, she stated, a lot of times people try to reach up to try to build out their platforms or try to build out whatever their dream or their startup is. And that what she did, her method was to look to her left and to her right. Look to the people beside you, the people that you can actually touch in order to create what you created. And that's really what we did with Black with No Chaser. Thank you, Steph. I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot to me to have your support, for real. But we were looking to our left and to our right. And that's how I identified Cirillo. Tyson has been to my left or to my right. Like, he's literally been my right-hand man since for like 20 years. Chuck was on my left and on my right. He's the DJ now. Taliba was somebody that I had known for a long time. So we were able to create a global platform. We were able to create a global entity, bootstrapped. Literally, every dollar that has been put in the Black with No Chaser has come out of our pockets, like really like out of our pockets every single month. But it's now a global platform that reaches over 15 million people a month. And it's only 2 years old. It's only 2 years old. And we built it with people from Jackson, Mississippi, and people living in Washington, D.C. And a brother that's in Houston. But like most of us are in the Mississippi area or in the DMV area. Natalia said, what I found unique is how you highlight people from different industry. There's always nuggets of advice that I can utilize in my own work. That's extremely dope. That's so true. We've had some really dope people on the Black Lunch Break, which is our show that we have Mondays through Fridays, every day at 1 Eastern on Facebook Live. It's a really dope show. We've had dynamic guests on there from brothers and sisters who are starting their own startups. We've had, the first Black woman to own a digital bank on our show, Sheena Allen. We've had a number of guests. We've had our brother Greg, who is over the Community Justice Action Fund. We've had like I said the other day, we had Angela Means Kaya, who is a chef and a restaurateur. Today we had Keisha Walker, who is a publicist in Washington, D.C. But they come on the lunch break and they get comfortable, they relax. Like, I would say that it's kind of like the Breakfast Club. It's like kind of like the Breakfast Club, but it's a little bit different than that too. We have our own flavor. We do our own thing. And it's been pretty dope so far. It's been pretty dope. It's only been on for a month, but we're almost on our 30th episode. Anjanou Ellis, I believe, will be either our 27th or our 28th episode. But literally within a month of creating this thing, we are landing people like Anjanou Ellis, who is probably going to be up for an Emmy this year, which is so dope when you really think about it, because we're still a baby as far as the company is concerned. Like, you know how babies have that little awkward walk they do when they still learning how to walk. It's something between a wobble and a walk. That's what we are as a company. Like, we are very much a baby company, and it's still exciting. It's still really exciting. Every day we work from day to night to execute, and we're getting much better at it than even we were like 2 years ago. We talk every single day. We work every single day. When you see the Black Lunch Break at noon, the finished product that you see we've been up since 6 o'clock that morning preparing for a show that goes live on Facebook at noon or at 1, depending on where you're located. 1 Eastern, noon Central Standard Time that day. By the time we get off of there, we will have worked for 8 hours that day simply for that one show. And when that show is over, we work after that show to create content around that same show for that day. So it's a lot that goes into social media sometimes that a lot of people don't realize. It's a craft to it. It's an art, and it's something that I take pride in. I take pride in cultivating the Black with No Chaser page, along with a few others that help to cultivate that page. But I take pride in building out the Black with No Chaser page. I take pride in building out the Black with No Chaser Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We have dope-ass writers like Leslie McLemore. We have dope-ass podcasters like Tyrus Kennedy. But our team is really a team. And really the people that's working right now with Black with No Chaser are people who are invested because they believe in what we can achieve together, and what we can build together. Like, y'all, we can rival the biggest and best of media companies out there, because they're doing what they're doing with millions and billions of dollars behind them. We are doing what we're doing with the money out of our pocket. I want you to go look at the Black Lunch Break if you've never seen it. I want you to go see what type of product we've been able to deliver with the money out of our pockets, and what we would be able to do if we had the means and the support and the backing that allowed us to maintain our integrity, right? Maintain our integrity while at the same time delivering a product that is powerful, that is sincere, that is from the heart, that is authentic at all times, and that is never, ever going to sell out. Never, ever going to sell out. You know what I mean? Shit, before we sell out, we'll get the hell out. That's just the reality of it. And, you know, I think we're in this for I know I'm in it for the long run. I believe that most of the team is. Like I said, we've been doing this for 2 years every day. Last year, we were invited to the Congressional Black Caucus to speak on, about Mississippi, about criminal justice reform and about reparations last year. So there's a lot of opportunities here, not just for us, but for us to create opportunities for others as we grow. And that's my goal. My goal is to build something that is transferable, that can be passed along from one generation to the next. With my team, with our team. What's going on, girl? How you doing? Natural Beauty, what's going on to the kickback? How you doing? Shout out to y'all. What's up, Cheston? That's my homie. Cheston, my homie from the way back. Hattiesburg High, elementary school. We were in elementary school together. So, yeah, I mean, it's dope to have people in your corner that have rocked with you from the beginning too. Cheston is somebody who's been supportive always, and so it's dope to see you. Dope to see you up in here. What's going on, Natural Beauty? But yeah, man, y'all got questions? Ask me. I love being transparent. I try to be as real as I possibly can be in the answers that I give. Like I said, I don't know it all, but I'm willing to try. So if you got something for me, you could drop the questions up in the little question part, and I'll answer it. I guess that's where I put them. I think I answered everybody's questions. Who is your motivation? I answered that one. Yep, I did. Well, I guess I answered everybody's questions. And if y'all want me to jump back on sometime, I will. If you have not followed Black with No Chaser yet, follow at Black with No Chaser. That's literally my platform, along with several others who I've brought in to help to create this with me, and they're now my partners in this. But literally, it started from in here, in my mind. And if you support me, then please support Black with No Chaser, because that is me. That's me. It's not somebody else. I think sometimes people think it's something that's far away or that's distant because it has grown so big, but it's literally your homeboy. It's me. It's CJ. From down the street for some of y'all, or from college or from law school. So if you support me, and if you support at CJ Lawrence Esquire's page, and please do the same by supporting Black with No Chaser, because it's still me. And I still need your support, like, in order to grow this company, because it can be something special, but it will go as far as those who are willing to support it, help to let it grow, allow it to grow. And I know that I ain't stopping. You know what I mean? I won't stop. I'm driven and I'm dedicated every day. I'm on here like 12 to 18 hours a day. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of them, both creating content, conducting the research that's necessary to become an expert in the social media arena, and also somebody that's willing to consult with others about how to maximize their potential as a small business owner, or as an entrepreneur, as a corporation, or as an advocacy agency in this space. So, yeah, that's my story for today, y'all. I'll jump back on sometime, and hopefully we can chop it up some more. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I look forward to doing this again with y'all soon. Next time I'll give you a little bit more of a heads up. Peace.